It is good. It is good. Words that God said just before evening. Then it was evening, and now it is morning. The gift, yes, a gift of a brand new day, just a little more time. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine, Williams Foster Hall, Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner, Hill Holt McCain, in the book of Proverbs. And when I selected the book of Proverbs a couple of days ago, I themed this book for me with one word: turn. Turn, not really knowing at the time the spiritual value of turn. And I decided on last evening to see exactly what the spiritual value of turn is. And you know, there is a word for turn. It is theotropic, and it means growing naturally towards God, turn toward God, a time to atone, a time to repent. This is the spiritual value of turn. And so I thank God that I was able to not only strengthen my spiritual knowledge, but also to broaden my spiritual knowledge. And so, with this in mind, let us get right to Proverbs, and we're still in chapter 1, and I'll try to get through verses 20 through 33, which talks about warning against rejecting wisdom. Wisdom calls aloud in the street. She raises her voice in the public squares. At the head of the noisy street, she cries out. In the gateways of the city, she makes her speech. How long will you simple ones love your simple ways? How long will mockers delight in mockery and fools hate knowledge? If you had responded to my rebuke, I would have poured out my heart to you and made my thoughts known to you. But since you rejected me when I called, and no one gave heed when I stretched out my hand, since you ignored my advice and would not accept my rebuke, in turn, I will laugh at your disaster. I will mock when calamity overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster sweeps over you like a whirlwind, when disaster and trouble overwhelm you, then they will call to me, but I will not answer. They will look to me, but will not find me. Since they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord, since they would not accept my advice and spurned my rebuke, they will eat the fruit of their ways and be filled with the fruit of their schemes. For the waywardness of the simple will kill them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will live in safety and be at ease without fear of harm. And as I read these words and internalize them, this I share with you, this is the month. This is the month of both of my parents, my mother and my dad. This is the month of their birthdays. They would have both been 107 had they lived until this day. And I look upon them during the time that we were family, everybody was together, the two of them and their four children. They were living proverbs. And I can just hear my daddy say, this is what he used to say: make your bed. If you make your bed, you have to lie in it, but you can always you can always turn it around. Living Proverbs, and I extend those thoughts to this very day. We too are living a Proverbs. We are living Proverbs. And there's no other way that I can put it. So as I prepare and as you prepare to advance into this little more time that God has given us, embraced within the palms of my prayers, the Word, the fullness of the Word. Turn, turn. Yes, for me, for this nation, for this world, for our churches, for our communities. Turn. It's a time also spiritually turn to repent. So God, as you allow me to enter into the fullness of this day, embraced within the palms of my prayers, the word turn, and my thanks to my mother and my dad for being a living Proverbs, and give me the strength, the courage, the mercy, and the grace to be as well a living proverb during the time that you have given me, so that just before evening, O Lord, I will hear you say, "It is good. It is good." This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine, Williams Foster Hall, Harvey Brown Fontaine, Turner, Hill, Holt, McCain. And remember, my dear friends, you too, during your lifetime, you are a living proverb to your children, to your families, to your friends. So live it, knowing that you are a living proverb.